Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm joined by Chem Assayag, Executive Vice President for Marketing and Sales at Viaccess Orca. Chem, welcome to IABM TV.
Thank you.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about Viaccess Orca?
Yeah, sure. Viaccess Orca is a leading technology provider for digital TV, and we do address mainly two big domains. One which is security, all forms of security to protect content, and what we call engagement, which is about the solutions, products to really enable new TV experiences across all devices, and basically enabling TV everywhere viewing experiences. So these are the two main areas where we do supply technologies and solutions, and we wrap it up saying, you know, that the company provides safe and security technologies for the digital space, and especially digital TV. So in that respect, we are introducing our new tagline at IBC 2016, which is "It's smarter, it's safer, it's VO," which is really showing what the company is about. And we are also developing now around that data expertise that we do apply to the TV space, but we are also looking now beyond the TV space, as everything somehow is becoming digital.
So a lot of what you're showing at the show here focuses around the monetization of multi-screen environments. Can you tell us a bit about this, please?
Yeah, sure. This is obviously one of the key concerns of pay TV operators, service providers, content providers, which is how can we monetize our content? So first, we do secure this content, as I said, which is really the first step for them to be able to monetize this content. The second aspect is about providing them the tools which are going to allow them to really understand what is happening in terms of video consumption, viewing habits, viewing pattern, and from there extract the right insight. And having that in mind, the goal is twofold. One, being more efficient in terms of what you do provide in terms of content to the viewers and make sure that they have the nicest experience. And two, being able to use all the information which is being gathered, really to analyze what's happening, as I said, viewing patterns, for instance, options for monetization and advertising. So in that respect, we do introduce what we call an analytics module, which is part of our TV Everywhere solution, which is called Voyage, which gives to marketers and business people all the right level of information to know what's happening, so they can decide what type of content is working, they can decide to create new packages, they can target specific demographic or viewing segments. And this is really about gathering, you know, business intelligence and making it available to marketers and for them to use it. The way we do that, obviously, now is very intuitive, user-friendly. If you come to the booth, you can see that the interface for the user is about, you know, dashboards. You can draw all kinds of pies, charts, Excel spreadsheets, and you can really dive deep into the details. So you can have a very high-level view of what's happening, or you can really dive deep, as I said, and all of that is about enabling new ways to monetize your content.
And it's also about giving the user more options, I assume.
And at the same time, as I said, being more efficient means providing to the users the right content at the right time on the right devices. So you could decide, for instance, this type of content makes sense only, you know, on Saturday evenings on mobile devices, and this type of content is suitable for the big screen, and maybe it's on Sundays. And you can create, for instance, around that events, promotions, new packages.
And presumably different companies, depending on their size, have different requirements as well. So you
Exactly.
cater for all sizes?
Sure. Yeah, it fits for all sizes, and as I said, as you can dive very deep into the information. Some companies might have really experts which are going to really play with all the data. Some others will have the high-level view, and as they gain expertise, maybe then they will start really playing with the tool into more depth, I would say.
Okay. Your virtual arena platform has been getting a lot of attention. Can you tell us about it and how it fits into viewers' consumption experience?
So virtual arena is about a virtual reality experience. As I said, we are moving into new ways of consuming content. One of them is virtual reality, which is a new way to interact with the content for the viewers. So we had several experiments in the past 12 months around different types of content, like football matches, for instance, basketball matches. And we do think that live and sports especially is really suitable for virtual reality type experiences. So this is the virtual arena concept, which is how can we create an immersive experience for the viewers to feel like being in the stadium, being in the swimming pool, being in a gymnasium, and really being part of the crowd and cheering up with the crowd. So this is the concept. How does it work? You have obviously to capture the the event with the right cameras. You have to process it in the right way. I'm not going to get into the details, but it's a fair amount of technology that is required, and we are doing that with partners. And then you have to render the content, which means making it accessible to the viewers using a headset. We are using a very common headset in this case, which is the Samsung Gear headset, which is a mass market headset. And then people can visualize the content, and it's like feeling being in a stadium, for instance. And we do think that people will really be willing to get these kind of experiences, potentially also maybe pay a premium for that. So this is the virtual arena concept from a user standpoint. From an operator standpoint, what you can do is not only provide this nice experience, but also with the technology enabled by virtual reality, you can really, for instance, see what is appealing to people in terms of content. So where their eyes are going to look at. So think about advertising. So which billboards that are on the stadium are really the ones that people are watching. Where people do spend their time, where their attention is being attracted to. And from there you can create also some insights and use them to provide, again, the best experience. So this is the virtual arena concept. We do think as technology is going to get more mature, we'll see more and more of these kind of experiences, especially for live and especially for sports where there is a big potential. We know that sports right now is really the king content. Not only content is king, but the king content is sports. Yeah. And I'm sure that people would like to see that. And again, if you have the opportunity to come to the booth, this is the kind of things that we'll be showing at IBC.
Okay, so digital consumption presents a number of challenges. You launched your VO dongle. Can you tell us how this helps with any of these issues?
So as I say, new ways to consume content and new devices. So the dongle is a new device. People are used now to mobile devices. They are used to set-top boxes in kind of the old world. So the dongle is a very nice form factor. As you know, the USB dongle, you can carry it with you. It's very, very light, very easy to plug into your TV set. So it's a new way to allow access to content in two different fashions, I think. One, it's like, you know, your TV with you. Let's say you have a country house. You don't have a set-top box there, but basically using the dongle, you can take it with you and bring your TV to your country house, so to speak. Or some operators now are thinking, okay, we don't want to have a set-top box, for instance, in home, so we'll go mobile and with a very simple device, which is the dongle, like the VO dongle. So it's a new way for operators basically to provide access to the content in a different way, appealing to, for instance, younger audiences. We had example, for instance, in the French market, where one of the mobile operators have decided to target specifically, for instance, the young demographics with these kind of devices. And in this case, we are working with Orange, which has already launched this device, and it has been now deployed quite massively in the French market. And we learned also from our experience to provide this device, the VO dongle, to other operators, wherever they would be. And the goal is also, with this casting device, so to speak, to really give back some control to the operators, because they can decide what would be the branding of the device, they can decide what would be the experience, and they could also define the kind of services that could be accessed. So it's not like, you know, you can access to any service which is out there. The operator stays in control, which is very important for them, because they want to make sure that people stay within the boundaries that they have defined, and they keep the very strong relationship that they are trying to create with the viewer. So it's, again, a new way to access the content, a new way to play with it in a world where people are mobile, they are traveling all the time. They don't want to carry heavy stuff with them. We all know that when it comes to phones, for instance. And you can still, at the same time, retain the branding value that you are creating as a service provider or as an operator.
And finally, what's next for Viaccess Orca?
What's next? A lot of things. As I said, we are introducing our new tagline. It's smarter, it's safer, it's VO. So I think the expertise that we have gathered for now more than 15 years in the TV space, we are trying also to see where our technologies could apply. If I think about security, we know that with the proliferation of devices, IoT, etc., connected cars, security is going to be a big concern not only in the TV space. And we do think that we have the right people, the right expertise to apply some of the technologies and solutions that we have in these new segments, in these new markets. So this is one way for the company to evolve. When we stick to our more traditional space, which is TV, it's about monetization, bringing new features, new solutions. We moved, for instance, our platform that was enabling, all the new TV everywhere services. We moved it from what we call on-premise to the cloud, which is a very big move, and providing a service to the operators. So they can basically have more flexibility, and in terms of business model, they can move to what we call OpEx models. So they don't have to invest too much upfront. So it's really on one hand, looking at new domains, and on the other hand, really bringing more innovation, which is very critical, I think, for our industry in the TV space, with all the skills and technology that we have already developed.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So remember, smarter, safer, it's VO. Find out more at viaccess-orca.com.